Awesome. So what time is it? So you're in India, or which where are you located?
Yes, somewhere in Middle East, a country
Oh,
named Oman.
gotcha, gotcha. That's awesome. All right. So, uh, yes, we got some questions here for you. But before we start, how did you get into chess?
Mm, I think it started long before around grade school because it was a great game that I actually enjoyed playing because there's it's really boring during those days, so I found something I found something to use my time on, and it's actually just since then I've been playing a lot of casual classical games. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Some people like to play Fortnite. You like to play chess, so
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. Awesome. All right. So, uh, how did you feel about the tournament? Did you feel like the opponents were difficult at the beginning, or was
Mm,
was it like good competition?
on the beginning, it was not that bad because on the first game, I tried doing the King's Gambit for my opponent. Yeah. And the next two games was quite not that bad, but also it's not that great either. So it's quite
I
an
see.
easy pace to go on to. And during my match with Cartavia, I was pretty certain I was gonna win that round, but he swept me on the last two matches, so he ended up getting into the finals while I was swept in the semifinals.
Okay, okay. So I mean, I think it's just a matter of practice, right? It's just a matter of
Yeah,
sometimes luck too. So chess is like any other game. It's like a lot of practice, and sometimes luck goes your way. But either way, you had a great result.
yeah.
Um,
He had a time advantage because I was playing too slow. So yeah.
okay, okay, exactly. So, what do you mean by? Can you just for the people that aren't very knowledgeable about chess, what can you explain what a time advantage is?
Time advantage is when the opponent has more time than you and you're under time pressure, which basically means that you will be in serious trouble when since you needed to think more about the moves that are actually accurate and will basically benefit you in the game.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I'm sure over time that with experience, that time penalty becomes better because you can make moves without sometimes thinking, right?
Yes,
Okay, got it.
it
Okay,
become an instinctual kind of thing
exactly,
over time.
exactly. All right, so let's ask some of these questions that some of our members asked here. Uh, how did you hear about this chess tournament?
Oh, I saw an invitation from Husu in the Shiba
Okay,
Inu community. He was
got it.
sending link to the TNBC community, and I joined there. And I explored the plan for TNBC, and I found out about TNBC games. And yeah, I
Oh,
joined.
okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Do you put you have you joined any other chess tournaments like other than here, or have you done any other ones?
Not really.
Okay, so this is like your
This is the
first one.
first time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad you came to this one. Um, so you know, I think one of the things you want to do more is to try to get is to try to reach out to good players like yourself. How do you think that the best way to get good players into our tournament would be? Is it maybe to reach out like Husu did, or do you think that making an advertisement on like a forum, like what do you think is the best way to reach out to players like you?
Hmm. I think it's by the strong players recommending other players to also join this
Uh,
tournament. That
right.
way, we can also find better ones that are actually yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. And then when you heard about the tournament, were there any like hesitation? Like we're like, I wonder if like this is like a real tournament, or because I think A lot of times when we have these tournaments at the very end, or and have these tournaments, a lot of good players actually hear about it and they're like, sometimes you hear about cryptocurrency and you're like, I don't know, this is a scam or something. Did you have any thoughts
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Mm, Not really, I guess.
Oh, okay.
The people seems nice and
Oh,
I think,
that's good.
yeah, I think they
Good.
were not gonna scam me for this.
Good, good, good. I like it. You're a very trusting person. It sounds like. All right, excellent, excellent. Okay, and then I guess we talked about this a little bit, but within chess, like, how much do you think is, how much do you think is luck, and how much do you think is skill? I mean, obviously, skill plays a big, big part, right? But when it comes down to it, do you think sometimes it comes down to a few lucky moves? Um, you
Yeah,
know,
luck is a good factor when playing
mm,
chess,
okay,
and time as well. With
right.
time, you can actually beat stronger opponents, especially when, for example, you have 5 minutes more than and your opponent has only one. The
Mhm.
opponent will be having trouble defeating you, even if they're like rated grandmaster or something.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. And what would you say that percentage would be? If it's like, if you could give like a percentage of skill and luck, where do
Oh,
those two lie? If there's
I'll
two
say that
components only.
chess is around 60% skills and 40% luck.
Wow, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a very big percentage. Okay, I see. So, hopefully, I'm not very good at chess myself, but I'll rely on my 40%. Okay. All right. So here's a question that's a little bit more technical, but I mean it's not technical for you. For our blockchain, we have something called a governance model, and basically, it's kind of to explain it. We make decisions about supply and minting new coins based on new projects and stuff. And basically, it's a lot about decision making here, right? Sometimes you make a
Yeah.
decision and you have to maybe it goes the right way. Sometimes it doesn't go the right way. So, as a corollary to chess, let's say you're in a chess match and you make a decision that you suddenly realize it wasn't the best decision. How do you go about kind of rectifying that, or maybe like adjusting for that in the middle of a game?
At first, you will simply be right, like somehow panicky and be disappointed on the moves that you make. And sometimes you realize that the move isn't actually that bad, but the game just keeps on going. And you just understand that even if you make a blunder, it's not the end of the game.
Got it. Got it. That's a good answer. I think in sports, a lot of times they tell you have a very short memory, right?
Yeah,
Because sometimes you make a bad decision and, the outcome is for that, one particular instance, but you have to forget that and you got the rest of the game to play. So, it's
exactly.
great. Exactly. I like that answer. Here's another question. So in the past, have you heard about the Algorand um, blockchain?
Not really.
Okay, so I mean it's just another blockchain, kind of like ours. It's a little bit bigger, but the FIDE online arena, they use that to record players' data transparency. Um,
Mm.
if you like knowing what you know about blockchain technology, seeing as how you're a part of the Shiba community, like how do you think the blockchain works with chess players, or how do you think chess players could utilize the blockchain?
I'm not really sure about blockchains and connection
Gotcha.
of it
Yeah.
and chess community. So
Yeah, 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 for sure. I mean, I think it's like a new topic. So a lot of times it's it's difficult. I mean, even for me, I'm in medicine, and try to think like how does blockchain apply to medicine, and I think
yeah,
there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I think one of the things that is an opportunity for blockchain is you can actually use it to verify information, right? That's what Bitcoin is. It makes the blockchain makes sure that whatever transactions happen, you're making sure that Bitcoin you get and receive all of that is like essentially it's like a big record book. So I think one of the things just for your kind of if anyone asks you ever again, you could just say I think a good way to use blockchain technology for anyone, but especially chess players, is let's say you have a record, right, of like wins and
Yeah.
losses, but you don't want that record to change, right? You want that record to kind of stay, and you don't want to go to some other tournament and all of a sudden someone say, oh, you only won like one time, you lost like 50 times, and that's not your record. So blockchain technology, whether it's through TNB or through Algorand, you can actually use it to kind of solidify your record, make sure that no one can alter it over time. So that's one way you can use technology. So finally, we like to do ask these questions just so that we can get better ourselves. What do you think we can do as a chess tournament to make it better for you guys?
By better, what do you exactly mean?
So, what could we improve on? I mean, obviously, unless you think this tournament was perfect and everything was just so perfect that there's nothing better to be done. But is there anything you feel like we could have done better, or anything that you could think of?
Stronger people aside from Cartavia.
Okay, gotcha. So you feel like the competition, it'd be more fun if the competition was a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
if there's more people.
So I know you explained to me. So at what point do you think was it started to get difficult for you in terms of the competition? What round?
It's only in the match of second round of Cartavia when I was using my prep and the paid variation. He still defeated me with a surprise queen.
Okay.
He took my queen, and I was predicting other moves than that.
Gotcha. So this is basically the semifinals before you were actually challenged, you feel like?
Hello?
Yeah.
Well, what did you say again?
I didn't. Oh, sorry. So it was almost the semifinals before you felt like you were challenged.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's good. I mean, I think what we'll have to do is to try to get people that are have higher skill set. And I think it's just the beginning of these chess tournaments, but that's very good feedback, and really appreciate you kind of giving us that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so that's really all the questions I have for you. Thanks for doing this interview. Again, congratulations. Congratulations for having such a good result. And we'd love to have you come back, right, when we have it again. But this time we'll try to make sure that we have some players here. Maybe you're challenged in like the second round at least. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thanks a lot, and have a good evening. It's like 8 o'clock there, right? 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 8:28.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good evening, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right. Take it easy.